I think I should comb my hair first. Hi everyone, it's Michelle from the Age Graceful channel. Welcome to my channel and happy spring. Today I'm going to be doing a collaboration video with the beautiful ladies of the BeautyOver40 Makeup Collab Group. Today we'll be doing some pretty in pastels to get ready for Easter, Mother's Day, and all those special days when you want to look especially beautiful. I'm going to be leaving their channel links in my description box. So after you watch my video, please support them. And speaking of support, I just have to thank you all, my older subscribers and all the many new subscribers I have. I love you all. Thank you so much for choosing the Age Graceful channel to watch. Stay tuned for my look. The first thing I'm going to be doing is applying some Sebamed moisturizing cream for sensitive skin. Sebamed has requested that I host a giveaway for you guys. Details will be forthcoming in future videos. So today I'll be using the Orange Pop palette from Kara Beauty. There are some interesting things about this palette. I'll tell you all about it as I work. To begin, I'm going to use a concealer brush to tap on a small amount of eyeshadow primer. The Orange Pop is one of 3 eyeshadow palettes in the High Times collection from Kara Beauty. The names of the other 2 palettes are Purple Haze and Girl Scout. I'll be leaving a picture of what those palettes look like up in the top. Presently on the Kara Beauty website, they only have the Purple Haze and the Orange Pop palettes available. You can get those 2 for $27. I was lucky, however, and I got the Orange Pop from Marshall's for $5.99. Occasionally, Marshalls will get their hands on a few of the Kara Beauty palettes, and you can get those palettes at a reduced cost, which will save you a lot of money. The shade that I'm applying right now, it's called OG Queen. And this is a mustard type shade, and I'm applying that on my outer V and into my crease. I'm using a large fluffy eyeshadow brush so that I can tap the product onto my skin as well as blend at the same time. This next bright yellow shade is called Sativa. It reminds me of those marshmallow peeps that we would get as kids in our Easter baskets. I had to laugh when I thought of the comparison. Now, if you guys remember, I told you I had something interesting to tell you about this collection. I introduced it to the group during my Sunday Scan Live about 2 Sundays ago. The palette caught my attention because it has a marijuana leaf in the center of it. Not only the orange pop, but the other palettes as well. All the shade names have something to do with either getting high, smoking weed, or some type of a slang word associated with weed or marijuana. It had us laughing, and when I think about it now, I even laugh. I have to tell Mr. G, because he helped me find these palettes. I think he would find it hilarious too. My eyeliner is by Urban Decay, and the shade is called Chaos. Now I'm going to use some e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. This is the primer that I selected today to go up under my foundation. I love this primer, and thank you again, Lavinia. I won this in her giveaway a couple of months ago. Now it's time for my complexion. I'm using Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay Put Foundation. This is a full coverage foundation. It is buildable, so you can put it on lightly or you can build it up for fuller coverage. The shade I'm using is 5SN, which is Amber Honey. I'm applying my foundation with a densely packed foundation brush from IT Cosmetics. I love this brush. Now I'm going to use my highlighting concealer. This is shade number 370 from the Fenty Beauty brand. This is a very good concealer. It's long lasting and it is a full coverage concealer. Waiting a few minutes after you apply your concealer will give you improved coverage. You may dampen your sponge or blender with either water or setting spray. I'm using a beauty blender called the Camouflage by e.l.f. This is specifically made for your concealer. I love them. You can use these blenders either damp or dry. Now I'm going to use a shade stick by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. The shade is called Ebony. I'm going to place the bronzer on my cheekbones, on my jawline, and around the perimeter of my forehead to take away the flatness that the foundation leaves. And when you add the bronzer, it gives you some definition of your bone structure. Now I'm going to use the Alamar Blush Trio. The shade that I selected is called Isla. Now going back to Fenty Beauty, I'm going to use the Pro Filter Matte Foundation. And I'm going to use this today instead of the typical setting powder. I'm going to use this powder foundation to set my concealer. You must always, always, always set your concealer. If not, they will crack on you. And it will get fine, wrinkly lines, and that look is not good. Now everyone, it's time for lashes. Today I'm going to be using the M5 lashes that I purchased from Amazon. This is a set of 3 glam style eyelashes. You also get the eyeliner and you get an applicator. When using these lashes, it's best to apply the lashes while the eyeliner is still damp. I'm going to put on 1 coat, wait a minute, and then I'm going to add a second coat to that, and then I'll apply the lash. I'm going to do the first lash in real time, and the second one I'll do a fast forward, just so you can see how simple and quick these magnetic lashes are to use. To apply my lashes today, I'm going to use my fingers. It's easier for me because of my vision to use my fingers, because when I use the applicator, I always attract the magnets, the little small magnets that are attached to the band of the lash. So do what works easiest for you. Today I'm using the style on the center row called Opulence-P. I'm not sure what the P stands for, but that's the style I'm using today. I've had these lashes for a couple of years and I've used them more than once. They're easy to clean with either a little bit of regular water or the micellar water. Either one will clean them, and you just brush off or wipe off any liner that is attached to the little magnets on the band. The eyeliner does dry down pretty quickly, so you have to work quickly as well, but you do have enough time to work and get that lash on while it's damp. The lashes store easily. There's a strip inside the box to keep them secure. Now I'll be using some Sephora gloss, and it's just called Glossed, and this shade is called Money. How about that? But it's a pretty iridescent kind of pinky shade. I love it. Thank you for watching, guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.